What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about DC vs. Vampires World War V, issue number 5. This one is written by Matthew Rosenberg and art by Otto Schmidt. And we're continuing the adventures. The last issue was kind of a bit of a cliffhanger ending, where Damian kind of went to surrender himself, and Oliver Queen was ready to kill him off, but Black Canary kind of came in and ultimately stopped him because he wanted to help, take down the Vampire Queen and, all these other vampires and all that as well. So Damian's basically going to have to, form an uneasy alliance with them, even though he's a vampire right now, and he wants to kind of stop. He's the one vampire who's just kind of against the other vampires, who just kind of wants to put an end to this whole thing. We also had, Mr. Miracle kind of caught up in a situation where we have various people against him. We have Raven and all that too, but Big Barda comes in and just kicks the crap out of everyone. I kind of feel for Raven, though. I wanted to see her utilized a little bit more, but it seems like she's kind of done. We also have Constantine, who's trying to look to trade things in for some of his memories. Barbara Gordon is still alive, but she is severely scarred. She is pretty much just skinned alive at this point. She doesn't have her luscious red hair or anything like that. She is just pretty much just pure vampire monster. It looks like Salma Hayek when she went from her hot dancer form and from Dusk Till Dawn to the vampire form. That's how Barbara kind of looks in this thing too. The Otto Schmidt artwork is pretty good. Constantine always kind of BSing and lying his way out of every situation. And he's like, all right, I'll make a deal with you. I need these memories back for some reason. And he's like, oh, I can bring you Damian. Oh, Damian's at the gate. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, of course. This is my intention all along. So Damian's there, and he's kind of brought in by Swamp Thing as a reward. And all right, we're going to get this kid. And then Damian kind of throws them all up. I guess they all hid kind of inside of him. I guess it was some nanotechnology. But like I said, he throws them all up, and then they kind of go out, and they kind of get into this scuffle. And they find out one of the secret things the vampires have been hiding. And I was kind of surprised by it all. There's also tension between Scott and Barda because their baby is pretty much, I guess, the key to everything, because it was a half vampire new godchild. I don't know. Maybe they just need to find a cure in that for the vampires and all that, but I don't exactly know. So Mr. Miracle tries to escape with the baby. But he's heading towards a boat area, but you can see there's Aquaman there, who looks like Deathstroke. I feel I want to just say that's Slade, but there's that. And also the big reveal right here, we see Wally West is alive. He's just being kept alive. All the food just kind of given to him so he can kind of power all this stuff for the vampires, and he just just kill me right now. But then it's in this exact moment where Dinah's you were right about what we need to do. We have to kill them all. So Dinah, who had showed mercy towards Jamie, is okay, we got to kill all the vampires now. So it's man, this is such a bleak, depressing world. But you never know who's gonna make it out of this thing. Every issue, I'm just kind of scratching, because it's an Elseworld storyline, anything goes in it, and I'm man, this is so bleak. Where's the hope in it? DC felt way more hopeful than this one, to be honest. It felt but this one, because vampires are a little bit more cunning, they can think more than the undead zombies. It's it just feels there's a no-win scenario right here. And then we get this big, huge fight going on here. That kind of ends the issue. Then, of course, John Constantine gets killed, his neck snapped, and he seems to be pretty much out of commission. So, yes, that is the end of Constantine, unless somebody finds a way to bring him back. But, yeah, like I said, you never know who's, so what was going on with him, and, he was getting to focus here, and now he's just kind of done. Maybe he'll find his way out of there, but I really like this chapter right here. And, of course, we have the backup storyline written by Matthew K. Manning and Aki Bright. It's Geoforce versus Black Lightning. He kind of fights things off and then just basically kind of reunites with his family. And then he kind of looks into light, seeming like he's just going to die. And that's just kind of it. Again, like I said, if you're a Black Lightning fan, I'm sure you'll probably enjoy it. It was it was only a couple of pages between this and the first part of the backup. I don't really know why we need backups in these things, unless they all kind of tie into something, maybe Batmite does something. But yeah, DC versus Vampires, World War V, I think, is actually better than the first one so far. Like I said, the artwork really reflects that bleak world. I don't know how this thing's gonna kind of wrap itself up. I'm very curious to see which direction it's going to go, because it's just so many different moving pieces. Who's going to get the last laugh? How are they going to stop the vampires? Are they just going to find a cure? Will things be peaceful, or is it because it's a horror theme thing? Is it going to end on a sour note? And I kind of want, after all the bleakness, I feel we got to have a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Will some character make the ultimate sacrifice? Will Damian pull a deceased? Will Harley Quinn do Harley Quinn stuff? What about Ra's al Batman, or Green Lantern Alfred, or Mr. Miracle and the baby that supposedly is the cure, or not the cure, the key to everything? What about Vampire Queen Barbara Gordon? So, like I said, a lot of different moving pieces right there. You can see her on the cover right there, too. I guess she does have her red hair in that, too. But, her face is pretty much just melted off at this point. But, yeah, good stuff overall. Really enjoying DC versus Vampires World War V. I think so far I probably just like it more than the first one. But the first series like had like a really anticlimactic ending because like that's it. Until we got the second series and all that too. So and then there was the spin-off stuff too, which I just, with the art style, which was really hard to make out like what was going on there. But this stuff, the Otto Schmidt stuff, looks really good here too. So funny bits too as well. There's like kind of mixed in a little bit. I am kind of bummed like Raven's out of the picture. Like so like just getting beaten up by Big Barda who just took them all out by herself, maybe because she's a new god and vampires are in weakened states or whatever, but still I'm just kind of like I hope she's not gone completely, but hey, this is an Elseworld storyline. Characters just kind of die at different instances, and you kind of expect everyone to kind of make it till the end. So I feel like certain characters probably, I feel like Dane will probably be there till the last issue because he's had such a focus in it, and like he's kind of had like this interesting angle like kind of mixed in with it. Like I feel like what's left when he's gone. So I feel like he has to be there at least towards the end of it. But again, we're only like 5 issues into this thing. Is there like 12 total? I don't know how it's going to end. I legitimately don't know. So yeah, good stuff so far. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all that fun stuff. And that's going to wrap it up for all the DC comic reviews for this week. It actually feels pretty good to get them all done like in one night because I'm always just kind of like mad rushing. Like, got to get this done the next day. But no, like I know it's kind of late to kind of post these, but I'm all caught up with it. And that's always kind of fun to do when I'm just like, okay, here we go, Sean, all set. So looking forward to all that stuff. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Post your comments down below, all that fun stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.